Good morning. It is 6:17 and I have been logged in for work since 5:15 this morning. I made myself a cup of tea. It's not as hot as it was when I first made it because my son started crying and I needed to feed him. But good morning. Yesterday was my first day back at work and I attempted to vlog my first day, but it was actually pretty chaotic and I didn't really have the time to continue the vlog. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to basically start it over and vlog today. But let's do a little recap of yesterday. So it was, like I said, pretty freaking chaotic, and work itself was a busy day because the office was closed on Monday for Memorial Day. So everything that needed to be done between Monday and Tuesday needed to all be done by yesterday at a certain time in the morning. And so that was just really, it's always busy when we have days like that because there is a lot to do. And then on top of my two kids here, my husband was home as well. And our daughter just woke up and she was in a mood. I don't know if she just woke up and she was still tired or what, but she was just in a mood from the moment she woke up until she went down for her nap after lunch. So it was a really stressful first half of the day. But I'm gonna sit here and get some work done. I have my tea, have my iPad, so I would like to watch some YouTube while I get some work done. And let's just have a nice morning together. Making some breakfast for myself. I spent the last hour just trying to get my son back to sleep, and he's not sleeping, so now I'm wearing him. I think he is growing out of this morning nap or wake window or whatever, because he is still on the 4 to 8 week Moms on Call schedule, and they say that, look at him, just not sleeping. They say that healthy babies can transition to the next schedule as early as 6 weeks. And I believe that's the 8 to 16 week schedule. And that one does not have a nap after the feed between 6 to 7 a.m. The funny, not so funny thing is that of course he starts doing this right as I go back to work. So the whole time that I wasn't working, he would sleep right after I fed him between 6 to 7 a.m. And yesterday was my first day back. Okay, let's get your feet out there. Yesterday was my first day back and he did not sleep after I fed him between 6 to 7. And this morning he ate around 6 and he would fall asleep, and then the second I would put him in bassinet, he would wake up. Literally, I texted my sister and I was like, it's 7:40. This was this morning. I was like, it's 7:40 and he is sleeping. So I'm going to wait until 7:45 and then I'm going to transfer him. I texted her at 7:47 because that's when I transferred him. And I was like, okay, he's in the bassinet now. And seconds later, his eyes were open. So he is just not, and clearly he's just out here not trying to sleep in here either. I'm hoping that he falls asleep and at least sleeps for another hour or so because he has been up for quite some time now. I do not feel, I hope he sleeps for at least another hour or so because he's been up for a little bit now and I don't want him to get overtired because that's not fun. I had my 6-week postpartum appointment this morning and I just can't believe it's been 6 weeks already, honestly. Like, where has the time gone? It's such a weird feeling because I can't believe it's already been 6 weeks, but at the same time, I feel like it's been so much longer. Like, I feel like I haven't worked in months. I feel like he has been with us for months. Like, it's so weird. My husband was like, oh, I can't believe that I was out of work for a month because he had 4 weeks off. So he was like, I can't believe like I'm already back at work. Like, it feels like it went by so fast. And I was like, it feels like it went by so fast, but at the same time, I feel like time has also been going by so slow. Like, it's just crazy how we have different perspectives on it. But I'm like, yeah, I feel like I haven't been at work for months and it hasn't even been 2 months. I feel like we have been taking care of a baby for months and it's been 6 weeks. I'm trying to like change my perspective of, I guess, this newborn / infant phase. And like, it's been hard. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, I was truly convinced that the transition from 1 to 2 was going to be easier than the transition from 0 to 1. And like, I don't think that's true. And I don't even know, like, I think there's layers as to where the transition was easier and layers where it was not. And I feel like physically, or even not physically, I think like knowledge-wise, it's easier because you know what worked with your first baby. So it's kind of like, let's try that out first and then we can explore different things. Physically, it's hard because you can't be in 2 places at once. So there have been times where both of them are crying and you kind of have to wait out like, who's gonna wait? Because again, you can't be in 2 places at once. Like, his last nap as of right now, with the schedule that he's on, is at the same time that our daughter's bedtime is. At first, you know, I would try to put him down in the swing, but he was just not happy there. So now I wear him while trying to get our daughter ready for bed. Luckily, on days that my husband's home, like, he's able to put him down and then I can start her bedtime or vice versa. And then mentally, it has been extremely hard. And I don't think that was something that I was expecting. This postpartum period has definitely been harder for me than it was with our daughter. And I'm still like trying to get through it, you know? I wouldn't say that I have postpartum depression. I definitely have some postpartum anxiety. I mean, I've had anxiety like, you know, for a while, but now I feel like it's gotten worse. And there may be some like postpartum rage there. There's just also lots of mom guilt around not being present or as present with our first, because obviously you just can't, like, there's another child here. And that was really hard for me to accept, you know? And it's gotten easier just being able to accept that. And I definitely wish that there was more time for us moms to have off after having a baby, you know? Like, the maternity leave here in the United States is just absolutely horrible. And 6 weeks is just not enough time. It's not enough time to do anything. Like, I don't understand how you go to a 6-week appointment and it's like, okay, you know, you're back to normal, like, go back to work, you know, go back to working out, this, that, and the third. And it's not even the closest thing to being true. I had 4 months off of work with our daughter. And when I went to work, we had a routine for her. We were well into having a good rhythm. She was sleeping through the night. Like, the only thing that I was really sad about and concerned about was just not being around her for, you know, when I had to go back to work. With him, 6 weeks, like, I can, now that I've gone through it, it's like, yeah, that's not enough time. Like mentally, I'm not all there, and I'm still not getting great sleep. He is still adjusting. Like it's just not enough time. And it's a shame that not all moms get to experience a long maternity leave. I mean, some don't even get any at all, which is just, I can't even imagine. So that's my rant about postpartum, 6 weeks, how we're doing, how I'm doing. We're surviving, not thriving. It's okay. It's just a phase and it will pass. And eventually he is going to become more independent, and I'm going to miss the days where he needs me. You know, like in my daughter's short list of words, she expressed that she didn't want to be rocked to sleep anymore. And I was like, okay. And I miss that, you know? So there's going to come a time where he's going to start doing things on his own, and it's going to be like, oh, I miss that. So I have my breakfast now. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. My CarPlay hasn't really been working. Don't know if it's my cord or my phone, but I guess, oh my God, of course, like FedEx is outside my door as I'm about to pull up. Hold on, it's going to the driveway. The package was addressed to me and I absolutely have no clue what I ordered, but whatever. I have to go to my appointment now, and I am running so late. I just got back from my 6-week postpartum appointment. I was cleared to start working out, so I can't wait to sign up for the gym and start working out again. I haven't been to the gym in over a year. Like, I was doing Pilates when we first came here, so I was going to a Pilates studio, but this time I want to go to a gym and get back to like lifting weights and things like that. Nothing crazy, but I just miss the gym environment. Maybe like the instructor just wasn't for me, I don't know, but I just miss like working out my arms and, you know, like doing things on my own and being there for, you know, as long or as little as I want to be. And the gym that we plan to go to has childcare, so I'll be able to bring our toddler with me, so that way my husband can stay with our younger baby, and vice versa. Like, he can go and work out and take her, and I'll stay home with the baby. So like, it sounds like it'd be a good plan, so I'm really excited. We also spoke about medication, and she gave me 2 names of different medications to do some research on, and was like, you know, give me a call if this is something that you feel that you want to do, because I did tell her that I want to try other things to help with coping before going down the medication route, because I don't really feel like I do much to cope. So I definitely want to see like how working out and going to the gym helps my mental health, because working out at home with kids is just like not it. Like, I understand that not everyone has the ability to go to a workout class or go to a gym to work out, but I feel like it would help me so much because I'm separating myself from my home life. When I'm at the gym, or when you go somewhere to work out and you are not with your kids, you are focusing on you. And I just can't remember the last time that I was really like focusing on myself. So I definitely am looking forward to going back to the gym and just being able to have that time. It's a whole new experience, because then I'm gonna take my daughter to the childcare in the gym, and then it's like, I hope she's not like having a terrible time. I hope the other kids are being nice to her. I hope they're watching her, you know. So I'm kind of nervous about that, but it went great. The appointment went well. I'm really happy with my midwife. She is just chef's kiss. She's so good. Oh, hey, I get it. You don't want to take a nap anymore. I get it. We do a 3-hour feeding schedule instead of nursing on demand, because I noticed when we were nursing on demand that he was like really uncomfortable always on his back, and so we think that he was just getting a lot of air and getting really gassy. Maybe there was some reflux stuff going on. So he seems to be a little bit more comfortable on his back during the day on this 3-hour schedule, except sometimes he's not the best napper. That's my thing too. I feel like I am so focused on getting him to sleep in his crib. And I have to remember that this phase, this how small he is, like it's not going to be forever. This is right now, he is the smallest that he will ever be again. And I am so focused on like, you have to sleep in your crib, you have to sleep 2 hours, instead of just embracing maybe he's not the greatest napper, maybe he doesn't really like his crib, you know, maybe he likes his cuddles with mommy and daddy, and he definitely does. He's a great contact napper. I think it was like 53. Oh my god, what's wrong? I definitely just feel like I need to be more like present and just accepting of what is going on, you know, like accepting of the fact that he's not the greatest napper. It's so hard for me having 2 kids now and trying not to compare them. And like, I'm not comparing them, I'm trying to compare the experience of having a newborn, an infant, and how that was, because the only experience that we really had was with our daughter, and it was completely different. And so I have to remember, like, they're 2 different kids. They're not going to be the same. What worked for her may not work for him, and that's totally okay. Like, they're their own person. So I just have to remember that, you know, he is who he is, and that's a-okay. You know, trial and error. If you don't like your crib, then, you know, I'll put you in the baby wrap and walk around the house and you'll fall asleep. And at least all I care about is that he sleeps. Like, that's all I care about, honestly. Yes, I care if he sleeps in his crib or his bassinet, because I want him to be familiar with his sleep environment. Definitely put a lot of pressure on myself to do things a certain way, and like mentally, not the best idea. It's just a lot. Like this postpartum period, the first 12 weeks, the 4th trimester, this time has been a lot, but we are halfway through the 4th trimester, like 6 weeks more to go. So, you know what? Now that I say that out loud, I'm really interested in seeing how the second half of the 4th trimester is going to be. Breastfeeding has been going pretty well. He did have a lip tie, and we had his lasered at 4 days old, and I don't really know if it's helped his latch. I think it helped a little bit because it wasn't that bad of a lip tie, and over time he has just gotten better at nursing. It is much later, and so let me just recap how the rest of this afternoon has gone. So my husband went to go pick up our daughter from daycare. What's up, bud? Do you want to go on your belly? As I was saying, so my husband went to go get our daughter from daycare. They came home, I put her down for a nap, and then not long after that, I put Colin down for a nap. And somewhere like 40 minutes later, he woke up because he is a short nap king. We're currently outside and it's like 100 degrees out, so it is pretty warm. It says it's 99, so it's pretty warm out here. But honestly, like, I don't know what to do for the summer with a toddler here in Arizona. Like, it gets so hot that like playing outside is like not ideal unless you have a pool or whatever. So right now she's playing with her water table, and I bought some new toys because our dog, lovely dog, like ruined all the toys that came with her water table. So I just bought some accessories from Amazon. They came in yesterday and she hasn't seen them, so she's playing with them for the first time right now, and she seems to be having a blast. So at least like her getting wet is cooling her down. I accidentally got my wrap wet, so now I'm like trying to cool him down with like the water part. He just doesn't want to take a nap. I put him down like around 3:30, and like 5 minutes later he was crying. Like, he's just not a great napper whatsoever, unless it's in the wrap or it's a contact nap. I had originally planned to come outside with her while he was sleeping and turn the sprinklers on and like have us run through the water and stuff, which also isn't refreshing because there's no cold tap water in Arizona once summer hits. That plan obviously is not happening because I'm wearing him, and I like don't want him to get too hot, so like I'm just nervous about being out here. But like it's breezy, so like it doesn't really feel like 100, but it's still warm. But I really don't know like what to do with toddlers in Arizona during the summertime. So if you live in Arizona, or you live somewhere that the climate is really, really hot like Arizona, and you have toddlers and you have found successful things to do with them to keep them occupied, please let me know, because it does get boring being in the house all day. Oh, are you okay? It's hard to take walks because it's like 90 degrees by the time it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. So please just like let me know, because I really just need to keep her busy. This is her second summer here in Arizona, and last year she was just like a year old, and so she wasn't as adventurous as she is now. And she also would take 2 naps a day, and her second nap would start around the time that she was waking up now for her nap. So like it killed time. But now it's like we have all afternoon, all evening to do things, like once I'm done with work and when she's away from her nap, and I don't know what to do. So please let me know. Hold on, let me get some more. 1, 2. We're inside. Oh, good job. Good job, Mama. I should probably get a towel. Put water in there?
No.
Yeah, try to put water in this one. Mommy will hold it. Good job. And I'm going to put it right back. Oh, you like that one better? That's okay. Oh, your boats are sinking. The boats are sinking. Oh my God, you're getting soaked. That is A-okay. Come on, go to your table. Ooh, this chicken is hot. Food. Or Bruce. The strawberries are always the first things to go. The strawberries or cuties, whatever fruit she has. I forgot to end the vlog, so I'm going to end it here. I just took a shower, did my skincare, and straightened my hair so I don't have to straighten in the morning. Tonight ended up going crazy. Like I had originally wanted to end the vlog after Madison had dinner, but then the night just went and was just absolutely terrible, so I didn't even get a chance to do it. But it is 10:45 now. I'm headed off to bed. Both the children are sleeping. I don't know how much longer my son's gonna be sleeping for. I have to be up at 5 for work, so I'm going to bed. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.